What's up, family? How you doing? Good day. Happy Thursday. Just coming in, want to talk to y'all, checking on y'all, making sure y'all right. I love coming to talk to y'all. Y'all listen to me, so it's like y'all the only people I got to speak to. So I come up here and basically take advantage of that. You appreciate, you cherish your friends, you appreciate who your friends are. You ain't got to be around people every day, but as long as you got a listening ear, as long as you got people who feel where you coming from, that's a friend. That's real love. Because you will place yourself around people and you could be around these people for basically your whole life. And people change, but you can't get mad at that neither. Can't get mad at it either. Like it's life. You gotta go on. Sometimes you wonder, like I said, I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking about everybody, and I'm thinking about all the time I put in and everything, and how I put myself at risk and how I put my life on the line for people. And it's like, when it's time for people to look out for you and things like that, it's like everybody turn their back. But I guess that's the way life is, right? That's the way it goes. You'll be treated better by strangers than your own family. You start to wonder, like, man, what's going on? Like I said, a big accomplishment is me being in this wheelchair and being able to get my apartment and, do things on my own. But at the same time, it's like, sometimes you sit here, sometimes I sit here and I say, man, it would be nice to call people up and tell them about it or share this with somebody or things like that. It start to get into your mind and I start to get into my mind, start to think about things like that. But it's nothing I can do about it but keep moving forward. And like I said, sometimes I get up here and like I'm doing what I gotta do on my own. Like I'm not complaining about it. Like I actually love the opportunity, but like I said, out of all the people I've known, all the people I've been around, people I grew up with, family, it's like, where's everybody now? And sometimes I just get into that mode and start to think like, damn, like, when I was up on my feet, I wasn't in this wheelchair. I was healthy enough to look out for everybody. I never imagined I would be in this condition, but it's like, you start to look out for everybody and you think, oh, somebody be on my side. Like somebody I could get to call and share my happiness with and things like that. But like I said, it don't work out like that. Certain people have their own agendas. It makes you sad, it makes you mad sometimes. I know I go through it. Like I'm going through it now. It's like I was just sitting out there and I was making me a smoothie and I'm thinking to myself like, man, this is wrong. Like I'm loving the opportunity that I'm getting, meeting new people and things like that, but it's like I can't even be around my children. Things like that makes you go into your mind, makes you make you start thinking about different things. So, like I said, I just wanted to clear my end up. I don't want to dwell on that. So, like I said, just get up here and speak. Let y'all, speak to y'all, see how y'all feel about that. Things, people going through certain situations, you just need somebody to speak to. It gets, like, when people say it gets hard, like, you're not thinking about, materialistically and things like physically. Like I said, I get up every day, I clean my house, I can make me something to eat. I just got finished making me a smoothie, so I'm a pretty right with that aspect. But then it's like, when it gets quiet, when it gets silent, and you start thinking about things, and you start reminiscing, you start going back, and it's like, man, like, people is foul because I was the one that never did nothing wrong, and if I noticeably did something wrong, like, I would apologize for it. And I've always been around people who would not let anyone get away with anything. Like, if they feel some type of way, they would let them know. And the fact that nobody was never really telling me like I was doing anything wrong. So it's like, what's the motive? What happened? Like, why I have to do this by myself? And I know it's a lot of people that go through that same thing. You just want somebody to talk to. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But you gotta keep your head up. You gotta keep going no matter what. And this is what I do on a regular. Gotta keep your head up. You gotta keep moving forward. It hurts sometimes. Yes, it does. Trust me, I'm telling you. Like, I'm up here speaking to y'all now. There's hurt in this conversation at the moment, but it's like, man, gotta keep moving forward. People don't even understand how hard that is to keep it moving forward, because you're not trying to forget about, certain memories you had, certain people you've been around. You're not trying to forget that, but you have to in order for your own peace. You have to. You have to keep it moving forward. Thank y'all for listening. Like, I don't want to be on here so long dwelling on it because, like I said, got to keep moving forward. Got other things I have to do with myself. I don't want to keep dwelling. And you shouldn't keep dwelling. If you're going to do it, you got to just find an outlet. Put on some music. Do something. Start cleaning up. Start exercising. So that it'll be just temporary. It's not nothing you sitting there dwelling in. Trust me, I'm telling y'all this from example. I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here trying to be nobody coach, thinking I got it all right. And these are ways that I feel like that can help. Being vulnerable, showing, we all go through certain things. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep trusting God. I love you, family. Remember, God loves you. He put the love in me to love you. Don't sit there in that mess. If you need somebody to speak to, find the closest person you can speak to. Get outside, get some air. You never know what stranger is a willing vessel for God, and God sends them to speak to you. You never know. Cheer yourself up. Enjoy your day, family.